Happy Thursday. It is time for Buzzin' with Barb, and tonight I have a free class for you, an offering. My name is Barb Ryder. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Michigan, and I am glad that you're joining me. So let me know when you jump on. Hello, Jean. Welcome. It's cold here in Michigan. We had some more snow today. But nowhere near as much as my friend Evie in Muskegon has. She posted a picture. Hi, Sue. Thank you for sharing. Hi, Nancy. She posted a picture that her deck was like, I don't know, I think she said 24 inches or something like that. My gosh. We don't have that much here in our area, and I'm near the Ann Arbor area. So if you're jumping on, let me know that you're here by saying hi to all of us that join on Thursdays for the Buzzin' with Barb. Hi there. I see Bobby. Hi. I just saw your name pop up. I'm looking at my iPad and I'm looking at my computer. So welcome everyone. If you're joining me on YouTube, make sure that you give me a thumbs up and you click the bell so you'll get notifications when I upload there. Hi, Diana. So I've been crafting a little bit. I have my Super Saturday coming up on the 27th, which is going to be amazing. I love all the projects that we will be doing. I also worked on the blessing boxes, and those actually will be going out a little earlier than I expected, so I'm excited about that. I'm just looking to see who all is jumping on. I'm sure more will join us as we go on. I have 6 amazing cards for you, and these cards can be yours for free. The kits can be yours for free if you place a $35 order with me by next Wednesday. So this will be for 1 week, okay? So every Thursday I'm going to offer some great options for you, like always. And hi, Elaine, welcome. Thank you for sharing, everyone. I have lots of options that'll be coming up using things from the mini catalog, mixing them with the new catalog, the celebration items. You know, celebration is when you can get free product for every $50 that you choose to buy before shipping and tax. Really nice stuff that is in there, so check that out. If you need catalogs, let me know, but you can go to my website, and that is in the what do I want to say? Hi, Ruth, welcome. It's in the comments. It pops up in the comments. It's actually where you can go to sign up to be on my mailing list. Now, I will tell you this. Some of you that watch me, some of you have bought kits from me. I have some of that stuff. I want to make sure I want a specific mailing list. This mailing list will give you notifications before I show something online about classes. It will update you on other information that's going on, specials that I'll have and such. So make sure you're on my mailing list. That's all I'm saying. So, all right, as everyone's jumping on, thank you for sharing. That helps a ton. And let's get started with what I have for you, okay? I'm going to go ahead and turn down the camera. And let's see here. I have to click the right button. All right, there we go. So I'm still up here in the corner. So we're going to be using, I mentioned in the description, the items that'll be in this these cards. What I'm going to turn this light down a little bit, so I think that'll give us a little bit better lighting here. We're going to be featuring the Heartfelt Hexagon. Now, I know that many of you that come to my in-person classes like to copy the card exactly as I have it. Some of you are I love how you want to change it up and use a different punch or dies or different words, those kind of things. That's what these kits are all about. You can use what I'm sharing, or you can go ahead and use anything else that you have that's going to incorporate the same way. So, the class I'm showing tonight is going to feature the Heartfelt Hexagon. It's on page 12 of the mini catalog, and that's the one with the ice cream on it. If you have that one, just if you're a visual. And this is only $37.75 for this bundle. That's a really good deal. You could get this bundle and then add on some gems, or you need to get your order to $50 in order to get the additional items I'm offering. So tonight's class is going to be 6 cards. You'll get all the parts and pieces to create the cards if you spend $35 with me and use the host code that is right there. Okay, that tells me you want the kit. Now, in addition to that, if you go up to $50, you can choose the one of the $50 items out of the celebration catalog here, and there are a lot of them: papers and stamp sets and ribbon and gems. And then if you go to 100, you can choose one of these 2 items, or the dies that go with the Jungle Pals right here. So those are options if you hit your $100 in sale or purchasing. Now, if you hit 150 and you want the kits and you want the free gift from me at the $50 level, but you want to spend $150, you get hostess benefits. Don't use the host code. I'll know with your order, and you will get the card kit. And what is the free gift? The free gift will be the gems that coordinate with the lavender paper that we're going to be using tonight. These are the Purple Fine Shimmer gems. I'll be using those on the projects. However, you will need to provide your own gems. I won't provide the gems in the card kit. Okay? Well, hello there. I see some more of you jumped on. Hi, Maria, and hi, Shar. Thank you so much for sharing and being here. All right, let's get started with our projects. Did you guys notice anything tonight? Tell me if you notice anything. I'll wait and I'll look in the comments. I'll watch in the comments. So, again, here is the stamp set in real life, Heartfelt Hexagon. The punch that coordinates with these awesome images. I'll be using the punch, so I'm going to put that right up here. You see the glass mat, Maria? All right, you guys are awesome. Yes. Hear it with my nails? Yes. So I have the glass mat here tonight. Okay, so I told you we're using the Heartfelt Hexagon. We are also using these amazing butterflies, the paper butterfly accents, and you get a package that has 5 on each sheet. So there's that. And then this is the designer paper. Now, I don't know how many of you might already have this. It's Perennial Lavender 12 by 12. And this is all I have left of this design. And it's really pretty on the back also. Yes, thank you guys. I have the glass mat. I haven't used it a whole lot, but I wanted to have it here because I know some of you have been asking about it and wondering how come I don't have it here. Well, here's why I don't like to use it. Da-da-da, that right there, okay? So that is why I have strategically placed that right there. And we'll see how it works working on it tonight, right? Hi, Jeanne. Thank you for being here. All right, so there is one design. Here you have the other design. This one is a little interesting to use. I haven't done a whole lot of samples with this one, but then the back side, I love it. It's the check pattern, which I love. Reminds me of like country feel. This one I really like. It's got butterflies in it, and it has like the Queen Anne's lace with the lavender and colors. There is the back, and there is like a design in here. There, you can see the design pretty good. You can see it that way too, I guess. here is the paper. You have a little bit of the crumb cake up here at the top. And then you have all this prettiness of the lavender and the Lost Lagoon and Pool Party. There are all these colors. You can look at the back of the paper or back of the cardboard, and it tells you all of the colors that are in here. This one just had, it reminds me of wheat, but it's not. It's just sprigs in the crumb cake. And then this one's really pretty. Let me bring it up closer. See that? The book, the catalog, just doesn't do these papers justice, you know? And then you have a faint design in the Highland Heather and the Gorgeous Grape. And then next, the last one is this design, and it has some of the berry burst in here. And then the other side has these really soft, pretty sprigs of flowers. So I wanted to just show you the actual paper, and all of our cards are featuring the paper. Now, I also want to explain something. The lavender bundle that coordinates with all of this, let me see here if I can find it really quick. You guys know that in the back of your catalog, it's pretty awesome because when you're looking for a stamp set or a bundle, a stamp set particularly, these are in alphabetical order. So I am using them a lot. Painted Lavender is the name of the bundle. It's on page 24. Let's just go to page 24. I want to tell you something about the bundle. If I can get there. There we go. This is like a mega suite. All right. It's called Perennial Lavender, and it's a mega suite because it has one bundle and two bundle. This bundle is available. This paper is available. The butterflies are available. The gems are available. The #1 Painted Lavender bundle right here, that is on not available until January 29th. So if you're interested in this particular bundle here, there's amazing things. I did not get this bundle, okay? I chose not to go that route. I did get the words, which is awesome. These dies are amazing. And then I got all the other stuff, okay? So that's what I wanted to talk to you about on this one. So what I'm doing, I'm pulling in this stamp set, Heartfelt Hexagon bundle, with this beautiful paper for these 6 cards and these card kits that are yours for free when you purchase with me this next week. Oh my gosh, I'm losing my book and I just crumpled it all up. Okay, let's move these things up so I have some arm space and get started with our first card. All right, now, what do you need to do this class? I'm going to show you right now. If you're going to create it on your own, because you're a demonstrator and you have everything and you don't need to place an order with me, that's cool, you know. You have a free class in this video right now. I'm using Crumb Cake, Berry Burst, Lost Lagoon, and Highland Heather. Those are colors that are in the papers that we're using tonight, okay? So I am using those inks. Okay, I'm trying to figure out what's the best way here. Okay, so there's that. Okay, you also, I will be using the Berry Burst, what is this? Alcohol markers. Oh, do you guys ever do that? It's like, I know what these are, but it's not coming through to the tongue to spit out. All right. Wink of Stella. I'm using these 3 ribbons, but the ribbons will be included in your card kit, along with envelopes. All right, so let's start with the first card. The first card is using the butterfly, and your butterfly may be different depending on, because there's 5 on a page, so they won't all be exactly the same. So you're going to be using the butterfly. You'll have a piece of the paper that's cut in a corner. This is the gingham side right here. Let's see what else. Get my little measuring here. I believe this is 3 3/4 by 5 crumb cake. Berry Burst is 5 1/4 by 4. And of course, your card base is 8.5 by 5.5, and that's scored at 4.25. And you can use your score tool, or you can just fold it and give it a good crease with your bone folder. Now, this particular card is going to need, I am using a embossing folder on this after I put my piece together, okay? So it will not come embossed. This one will not come embossed, okay, specifically because you need to attach your paper to your you're gonna let me just get myself together here. You're gonna attach this piece just like this, okay, like that. Then you're gonna run it through the emboss machine, because this piece will also be embossed. It's so amazing. All right, now I am using the glass mat. However, I don't want to get sticky on my mat, so I'm still using my silicone mat, and this is going to run out of adhesive. I just know it. Alrighty, so this card is a horizontal card, and it does go right up to the edge, just like that. Okay. All right, so there's that. Now I'm going to be using, I don't know the name of them. There are 3 of them in the online store, but here is the one I am using. So now I'm going to take this. There's no stamping on this piece. All right, and I want my lines raised, so I'm going to make sure that my logo is on top, and I'm just going to lay this in here, and I'm going to run this through my machine. I've got it right over here to the side, so give me a second. I just don't want to put it on the table because it will jiggle the camera and all that good stuff. So let me run this through my cut and emboss machine here. All right. Now, look at that. Isn't that cool? I love it. Okay, so there's what we want. The next thing that we're going to do is this piece is going to get mounted onto the Berry Burst. Hi Taryn and hi Sue. Welcome everybody that's jumping on. I do appreciate you being here. Okay, let's see here. All right, and I chose Berry Burst to pull out that little bit of Berry Burst that you can see in this particular design of paper. Okay, so this is just going to go just like that. Okay, and then this is actually going to go on the front of the card. Then we'll finish our, yep, I'm done. I do have a spare right over here, so let me grab that. I have it opened so I can get it out of the, you know that when you change these over, make sure you get the buildup of glue off of the edges there. That makes things work much better. Alrighty, and I thought I opened it. I guess I just ripped off the top. I didn't actually open it. Okay, I always like to be careful when I pull these out because I don't want to mess up my adhesive. And usually I'll lay this down, and then I take my, the side that has the stems, and I just put those right in the hole and pick it up that way. That's just how I do mine. No right or wrong. That's just how I do it. All right. So let's get this down. Oh, by the way, for those of you that watched me last week, knew that I had a struggle bus for sure last week. Did you see how I how I finished off that card and it turned out pretty decent? I was happy after I got it done. So anyway, go back and check out the photo that I put on the page with the finished part. All right, so here's what we have. That's our basic card. So now we're ready to go ahead and do something here with our butterfly. This is where you will need your Wink of Stella. And we are going to actually use the Lost Lagoon and the Berry Burst. Now, I've showed you guys this before. where you can actually color with your Wink of Stella. So what I'm going to do is, so that I don't get, I'm going to actually grab a block, and I'm just going to put, we're going to use the Berry Burst, so I'm going to keep that open. I'm just going to put take my ink right here and just put a little bit on the corner. I don't need a lot, but I need enough that I can pull some color in. Okay, so we're going to use this color on our sentiment, and then I also need Lost Lagoon, and so I'm just going to come over here and add some Lost Lagoon. Ooh, I got a lot of Lost Lagoon. I don't need that much. I need more Berry Burst than I do Lagoon. Alright, so what we're going to do is they're actually just going to color this butterfly. That's what we're doing. The fun part is that you can use either side of this. It's white on either side. And, hi Deb. No, I didn't think I saw you on here before. Alright, so I'm using Lost Lagoon with my Wink of Stella to color in, and I'm just going to color my butterfly center and the antenna, I guess you want to call it that. Okay, so there's that. I'm going to swipe off the excess there. Now I am going to use the Berry Burst. Now you know that butterflies aren't always the solid color. That's what makes it really cool. So I'm just going to come in here and I'm going to do really dark kind of right in here on the butterfly. Okay, and I'm going to mimic that on the other side, because aren't they like mirror image, the butterflies? So you can do this however you want. You can use different colors if you want. I'm just going to start doing it like that. And then the rest of it, I'm going to go ahead and kind of go out from here, okay, and just color this in. Now you can see how it gets lighter as you go out with your Wink of Stella, okay? So just pull that out and color this whole butterfly. So you will, like I said, you might not have the exact butterfly I'm using right here, but you'll be able to do this same kind of technique. So just pull from the middle towards the outside, kind of blending those colors together where it's darker, so then when it comes to the lighter part, I'll bring it up close and show you here shortly. I'm just getting the coloring done. Now I will be honest, I totally did not grab the gray mat that you can, or chamois that comes with the glass mat here, and I did not grab that to wash off the mat if I get anything on it. So yeah, I'm just working on my silicone mat here. Okay, there we go. I think I want to bring a little more dark out from the center, so I'm just going to go back, and it's just so simple to grab that color and then just, you know, build it a little bit darker. All right. This doesn't really feel like coloring much. It feels like I'm painting. I feel like I'm painting. Okay. All right, so there we go. All right, I'm just going to kind of wash off that Berry Burst off of my Wink of Stella. I'm going to bring this up so you can take a look at what it should look like. Okay. Okay. See how there is a variation? Let me see if I can grab the shimmer. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can grab. There it is. There you can see it. But the whole butterfly shimmers. It's beautiful. Just beautiful. All right, now let me grab my regular chamois, because I have all this ink on here I don't need, and I'm just going to wash this right off onto my wet chamois and put this back in my little supply here. And since I have this here, I'm going to take it out and actually wipe off my silicone mat, because it's got sparkles on it, and I just don't want sparkles to get in my ink or whatever. Now I do have some sparkles ending up, see how the sparkles are in my chamois, but I'll wash this out and we'll be good. Hi Pam, thank you for being here. All right, so there's that. We've got our little butterfly painted. Now it's time to do our sentiment. On this particular one, I think that it looks like a sympathy card. So let me grab my with sympathy, and yeah, that's what I want to do. And then that's what these scraps are for right here. I don't think I need this scrap for this card, so I'm going to put that over to the side. I need this one right here. And we're going to use Berry Burst and Lost Lagoon. The outside will be Lost Lagoon. Now, one of the tricks with this little guy here, when you put this on, see how thin it is? You may already know this, but it can, you know, the shape can shift. So you just want to lay it down so that it's the right shape, and then go, whoops, I did it the wrong way. There we go. And then pick it up with your block. That way, this stays the correct shape. So when you go to punch it, all right. I want this in the Lost Lagoon. All right, and it's tiny little dots. So you want to make sure that you don't have a heavy hand. You just want to go straight down and up, and then you've got these nice little tiny dots. See there? If you squish it, it pushes on the dots and they look blurry, and you don't want that. All right, sympathy is going to be in the Berry Burst, and let's see, this is going to go this way, so let's put this in the center. Yay, I got it straight. Okay, all right, so there's that, and we're done. So let me close these up so I don't get in trouble. And clean the stamp, and clean the stamp. Do you guys clean your stamps as you go? Some people just throw them off to the side and clean them later. I just can't do that. Ooh, it gets me. All right, punch. And you guys know that when you stamp first, it's always the wise thing to do is to go in with your image looking at you so that you can get this lined up correctly. And I think I'm good. Nope. My piece of paper should be a little bit longer, but it looks like I can grab it. What I like to do is get it where I want it to be, then do a little pinch with the punch so that it holds it, and then bring both of my hands in. That way it's not so hard on my one thumb. And that turned out beautiful. Okay, I'm going to put the punch right there, so we'll come back to that. Okay, so now let's put this together. Grab some dimensionals. You'll need dimensionals too to pop your things up. Okay. So that is actually kind of going to go right here. So let's do this, this, and 3 dimensionals. And get these off of here. And let's go ahead. And this, I don't want to cover up these pretty little butterflies that show up. I don't know how many will be on the one that you get, but there will be some on the designer paper. Okay, so there's that. Now, this is pretty thin, so you can put it on with dimensionals that you can cut apart. You can put it on with glue dots, mini glue dots. I'm going to go ahead, and I love this big edging that ends up on the mini glue dots, because what I can do is, you can see how I've cut these little strips right here. I don't know, there you go. See how I've cut these little strips? I'm going to just cut some slivers to fit on this couple areas of this butterfly. And I'm going to show you how skinny. I mean, it's perfect, but see how skinny that is? So let's put one right here in the center so that it will hold it up. Here is another one. I'm going to come up here, and wherever I see more thickness, that's where I'm going to put one. So right there's a little bit of thickness, and let's come on the other side to balance out that wing. So yeah, I think This one actually is a little bit thicker than the other one, so I'm going to bring that down here where it is thicker on the butterfly. And cut a skinnier strip. There we go. I don't want to get out of the camera view there. Okay, this one's skinnier, so I'm going to come up here onto this little area. And if this is too fussy for you, then don't pop it up. Just put it on with some little mini glue dots, and that actually will give it some raised area. Okay, so here we go. Let's get this popped on here, and then we'll be done with our first card. You have to clean immediately too. Yeah, I do. I mean, I've just gotten myself in messes. So that's why. All right, so let's put this butterfly so that, oh, I don't want it off the page. So let's see. I probably should have brought that down a little bit, but we're gonna put this so that, there we go, it fits in it, that way it's not off the edge, but there you go. All right, that one's kind of big. I probably should have moved this over a little bit, but that's okay. And then you will use the gems, and again, you'll get these free if you spend $50 with me. And then we're going to go ahead and use our pick tool. The nice part is you've got like the Highland Heather, you've got the Gorgeous Grape, and then you have Berry Burst in these gems, which are amazing. So I think I'm going to go with, I don't know, let's just pull in the darker one, pull out some of the darker here. So I think I'm going to put a gem kind of right there. And then let's go with a couple other ones, bring them out here where there are the small ones were in their ways. So let's grab one here, and let's bring that there. Another one over here, just like that. All right, so there is a nice, pretty sympathy card. And because it's white on the inside, it's easy to stamp or write your sentiment, that kind of thing. All right, so there is 1 out of 6. Thank you, guys. I'm glad you like it. All right, let's go to card number 2. This one is one of the most involved right here, okay? The other ones aren't. There's a couple tricks and tips I want to share with you. So that's some of the fun stuff that you'll learn here. All right, card number 1. Let me move this. Let me see here. Over here. All right, card number 2. The reason that you need the alcohol markers is for this card right here. And this has 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. You will have 4 pieces of designer paper, and these are 2 by 2 3/4. Okay, so you have two of each of the design. This is for us to stamp on, and this is for our main, this is 4 by 5 1/4, and we are going to put our pieces onto this. So what this card is is going to give you like 1/8 of an inch all the way around. Okay, so let me see if you can see better on that. I think we can see better that way. Okay, so now when you start putting these together, you'll see that they're going to overlap. All right, so you have to decide which way what you want as the overlapping. So you could do one of 2 things. You can lay this down and then lay this piece like that. Then you can come in and lay down this piece and then this piece, okay, so that you're even. You could do it like that, so that you're even in the 4 squares. They're not going to be even, actually. One's going to be a little longer than the other. Or you can lay your purples down, just like this, okay? Lay down your purples, and like that, and they're going to overlap in the corner. Then take this one, and you're going to match it up and lay it here. I don't have adhesive on here yet, so that's why I just want to show you the difference. And then you can bring this here. So it does give you a little bit different look, like that. So you can do it whichever way floats your boat, right? All right, we're going to do some stamping. This one is going to be the one that says, is this what I want? Yeah. Sending you lots of love and hugs. That's what this one's going to be. And I'm going to, because we've got a lot of paper on here, I'm going to use the little tiny dots again. Now this one I'm going to go with Highland Heather. And I think we're just going to do the whole thing with the Highland Heather, okay? All right, move this so I don't get in trouble there. All right, so let's ink this up in Highland Heather. And again, you ink it up and then just go straight down, not too heavy-handed. And then lift that right up. And then ink that with the Highland Heather. Now, if you have Gorgeous Grape, you could use Gorgeous Grape too. Okay, that's good. And I'm going to put that right in the center here. Just like that. And now, let's clean these. And we're going to punch that. And then I'm going to show you something really fun that looks amazing. Now, you may already know this trick, but I just wanted to share it with you. Okay, so you need you can choose light or dark. I think I'm gonna I think I'm gonna go with the light. This is the light berry burst, and you will get some of the silver. It's called sheer ribbon. It's the silver and white sheer ribbon. Okay. I'm going to close this up. Now, this is where you would not need any paper underneath here because this alcohol marker will just come up, rubbing it pretty good. However, I don't have the, yeah, I'm just not going to do that. I need to grab a piece of paper. Everybody does their own thing, I know, and this way I don't have to worry if I'm going to be getting ink on something else. Okay, so I'm going to move those pieces up there. We're going to bring this here. You're going to have a piece of the sheer ribbon, and we're going to make this zigzag. So I'm just trying to get as much as I would need here. So let's take a look. I don't know. I'm just going to cut it right here. But what you're going to do is you're going to color this. Right? Did you guys know that's what I was going to do? So this is another fussy part of this, but it colors so nice. So all you do is you just lay this down and run your alcohol marker right over it, and it's amazing. It's alcohol, so it's going to dry pretty fast. And you don't have to do both sides because it's sheer, so it goes through to the other side. Okay, I'm just holding on to it so I can keep coloring. Make sure that you color over the silver because it changes the color of that silver too. Have you guys done this yet with this ribbon? This ribbon is a carryover from the Christmas catalog, the holiday catalog. And I don't know if you can tell. I don't know that you can tell, but this has actually colored the edge of the ribbon. Now this side is silver, so if you wanted to make sure that this silver's done, you could come back and you could, go on this side again, on the opposite side if you want to. I don't know that it matters, but I just wanted you to see that you can do both sides. And I'm coloring the silver area on the ribbon. Okay, now I do have a little bit of the alcohol marker on here, because it doesn't dry immediately, and I was trying to hold it so I could get it done. Okay, there is what you want to do. So now you can see, let me turn on this side, well, it goes through, but you can definitely see you have a different color ribbon now, right? See the difference? Okay, there you are. That is a tip for you and how you can maximize this beautiful ribbon into whatever color you need, right? I'm going to use my chamois to clean my fingers, just to make sure I don't have ink on my fingers. Okay, let's go ahead. We need to punch this piece out. There you go. And again, I just used Highland Heather for the whole thing, the outline and the words. Let's see here. Okay, there we are. And that's trash. So, the fussy part about this card is this right here. That is the fussiness of that card. So let's put this together. And I think I am going to go ahead and I'm going to, now you could use this side too because this is the same direction. So if you prefer to have it more, I want it to be just purple. If you prefer to have it more, more colors, you know, you can do it that way. I'm a little over too far. There we go. About 1/8 of an inch is what you want, okay? About 1/8. You could even do it more if you'd like. But I'm going to do this corner and this corner. And try to get that matched up around the edges. This about the same. Now let's go ahead with this one, and it's just going to do this the same way. This paper is so beautiful that I chose to use a variety of papers on each card because it is just, it really makes it nice. It really makes it pretty. All right. Okay. And just make sure that you've got your your flowers going the right way when you put this down so that they're all correct. Okay, so what we're doing is we're going to go right over this area so it won't look so off, you know, it won't have the, it'll look more even, I guess is the right way to say it. So you guys have probably done this Z before, right? So you basically want to kind of make a Z with your ribbon, and you can do it like this. Okay, you can have it this way. Actually, I think that's kind of pretty. Let's just do that. You can make it in the Z where you have this on the opposite side. I like how this looks, so I'm going to take that right there, and I'm going to hold this and put some adhesive here, I think. Right like that. Put that there. Okay. I want this to stay, so I'm going to take a little piece of tape really quick, because I do keep tape in my basic stamper kit, right? Come on here. All right. I don't want this to be outside of this guy right here, so I just want it to hold there till I can get some dimensionals on here. And let me grab those, and let's see, we're just gonna put 4 of these on here, and let's put this over the ribbon, and really that is about it for the card. Oh, that's so pretty. Okay, and I'm going to bring this up closer so you can see what I'm talking about. See, it doesn't look so bad that these are different, you know, that they're kind of overlapping in the middle. Okay? All right, that is the front part. Now we're ready to put this onto our card base. That's another thing. This will turn really easily when you are putting on your adhesive when you're using the glass mat. All right, this is just going to go right here. I think this is, I love the purples. Now see how that shows up, that berry burst shows up so nicely. Okay, so now with this one, since I'm using berry burst, I'm going to use berry burst on the gems. Okay, so let's just grab a couple of those, and let's come right up here. I'm going to grab a bigger one. Let's come down. Let's bring over here. I'm going to grab another small one. Come on. Just like that. Now you could put as many or as little as you'd like, but that just gives you another little extra sparkle there. So there's card number 2. You know, I realized that I kind of started with the harder cards first. All of these are a little stepped up, okay? They're not just little, they're just not really easy basic cards. There's a little step up to all of them. So hopefully you will like those if you choose to get the kit. All right, card number 2. All right, on to card number 3. How am I doing? Wow, it is almost, I can't believe, we're going to go past 8 o'clock. So if you can't stay the whole time, you know you can come back into the replay, but the most important thing is make sure that if you want to get these card kits for free, that you, excuse me, you will place that $35 order with me using the host code right up there, and you'll get these kits. $50 gets you the free celebration and the package of gems. Okay, now this one is a bookbinding card. Okay, have you guys seen those? And this is 4 1/4 by 11, and it's scored at 5.5. And then I have scored it at 4.5. Okay, so 4.5 and 5.5. And excuse me. All right, I've pre-punched this, and I've cut. Let's see here. These are to stamp. This is for the inside. This is to stamp on. This is for the outside. So what we're doing is, let's move these over here for a moment. Okay, let's put this piece together. You have Lost Lagoon, and this is, I believe, 4 by 4. Nope, 4 1/4 by 4. 4 1/4 by 4. And what we're doing is we are going to, these are all different pieces, designs, and I thought this might look a little more on the masculine side. You can tell me what you think. But this piece is 3 by 2 3/4, and this one is going to go over here on this corner, and leave yourself about 1/8 of an inch all the way around. Okay, so there we go. I think I got it. Okay, and then the next thing I'm going to do is this piece right here, and this is the one that looks like a little bit like wheat, but I want the crumb cake color to show, so that's going to go right over here. This is an easy one, and I am leaving a little bit of space in between, and then we're going to have the fun checks. Those are going to show on this one, and that's going to go right up here. This is, 1 inch by 3, and that's just going to go right here, just like that. Okay, so that is your main focal point right here. Let's go ahead and stamp what we need on here, and this one is going to, we're going to use these dots again. We're going to use the other one, but I'm going to stick with these dots. And now I can't remember if I clean these, so guess what? I just have to make sure it's clean because we're going into Crumb Cake and Lost Lagoon. We're going to put these two colors together. That's coordinating here. So Lost Lagoon is what we're going to use for the dots. So ink that up. And let's bring that right here. Okay. Okay, I pushed this too hard. Can you guys see the blur that happened? So I did not do that on purpose. I just was trying to hurry. Don't do that. All right, ink it up again. Just go down very nicely, not heavy pressure. Okay, so there we go. Nice and gentle. That's the way to do it. Okay, so next we're going to take the crumb cake and we're going to use the sentiment that says, hope your day is filled with joy. And again, this is going to be in crumb cake. And this is actually going to go long. So there we go. There's that. So this, you can turn this shape to fit whatever sentiment, whether it's this one. So if you have this punch even, you can use this in several ways actually. Okay, so that goes there and there out of my way. Let's go ahead, punch this out, and put our card together. See, this one is not as much detail. Probably the hardest detail will be what we're going to put on that bookbinding side. And, alright, so this piece goes on the inside. I believe is it going to fit? No, I got to cut it down a little bit actually. I've got it too long, so I got to cut a little bit of this off. I have my cutter right behind me here, so let me go ahead and cut some of that off. I'm just going to cut it down to 4 inches. I know that will fit. Well, there we go. Okay. Alright, that's going to fit in there for me. Now, remember I scored it right here? So what we're going to do is only the front is going to be folded back. And so that's the reason it's called the bookbinding. Okay, just like that. So, this piece is going to go onto the scored area, or on the right side of the score area. Okay. Are you guys liking this lavender paper? Yeah, Sue. The purple colors are really good. They are so pretty. Oh gosh, got to put that on the right way. Okay. Now, but see, this is no purple at all. What do you think about that? So that's the fun part about this paper. You know, there's no purple in this one at all, because this is just the Pool Party, Crumb Cake, Lost Lagoon, maybe Pretty Peacock is in there. This is Pretty Peacock paper. I think I might have said Lost Lagoon at the beginning. I don't know. All right, so what are we doing? We are going to take this piece and this piece, and all we're going to do is kind of shift them to the side a little bit. So I only need adhesive kind of over here. And let's put this down, and I'm going to bring it down a little and kind of like that. Okay? Now let's get some dimensionals. We're going to pop this up, and we're saving the hardest part for last, which is to close our binding area and add some awesome, not ribbon, it is our braided trim. Okay, this is our braided trim. We're going to use that, and actually that won't be hard at all. Let's go ahead. We're going to put this together first. What you want to do is you want to put adhesive right here on this one inch section that is going to be already scored for you. Okay, if you want it to stay really well, go ahead and use your liquid glue instead of adhesive. You can use your adhesive. Actually, the Seal Plus is probably what I should have used, but I've got my glue right here, and that's awesome. Only thing is you got to let it hold for a minute, you know, so that it sticks well. And so there's that. Now, we're not going to put any gems on this one because, like I said, I think this could be a masculine card. And so there's your inside. Okay, so that's pretty good. So now what we're going to do is basically we're just going to add a couple pieces of trim. And see, that doesn't make it too feminine. The braided trim, if you don't want to put anything there, maybe you could use some linen thread. That might work, just to kind of do some roping there. But what you want to do is you'll have a little extra, But I think I'm just going to do one piece here. You could do two, but I think I'm just going to add one. That way it's not overboard. And what I'm going to do is just take my scissors, cut this right at the edge. And the key here, I think, is using the mini glue dots. That is what's going to hold it on the best for you. So right at the very top, you want to take your glue dot and put that right there. Okay. And then I'm going to come down towards the middle. Get another glue dot on there. At least 3 or 4 you want to put onto your project, and then again come right down to the very end and put that so that it's going to hold at the very bottom. Okay, so here we are. Let's put it kind of towards in the middle and right at the edge. And if I do this right, it should come right to the edge the way that I cut it, just like that. And then push that down wherever you have the mini glue dot. And there you are. There is your other card. Now you could certainly fancy this up if you would like to, you know, something different. That's up to you. But nice and easy. And this is a 4x4 piece, so it will fit nicely on the inside right here to do your sentiment. Okay? So there is that card. So that is 3. Okay. Da-da-da. I was trying to get the glare off of there. Maybe it's the way I'm looking at my computer, but there you go. The colored ribbon. Yeah, oh, thank you, Nancy. I'm looking back at some of the comments. Purple colors, bookbinding. Yes, bookbinding is amazing. You know, bookbinding can be like this. Bookbinding can be like this. Bookbinding can go this way. It's a really cool technique. Okay, so there's that one. What is next? Okay, we're going to use that same stamp, and we are going to create another card with, this is the crumb cake. And again, I'm doing 6 cards tonight, so we're on card 4. So, like I said, I did the harder ones at the beginning. We are going to use, this is our scrap, and we are going to actually stamp the same sentiment. Let me get it again. And I'm going to use, you know, Lost Lagoon. This is Lost Lagoon. I was thinking that, you know, if you have Pretty Peacock, that would work too. So you might want to have that one on hand as you're doing these if you have that color. So I'm going to bring this in, and let's see here. Yeah, this is going to go up and down, horizontal, no, vertical. And stamp that in the middle of my basic white piece. And there is that. Clean. We're not using the outline on this one. Okay. We're just doing freehand on this one. All right, so there's your scrap piece of paper. You're going to stamp that on. If you need to know the exact measurement, this piece is 1 1/4 by 2 1/2. And honestly, I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to angle at the top. And I want it to go this kind of the same angle, so I'm going to come down here and angle there. So I've got an angled piece. That's what I want. And then let's put our pieces together. So what do I have here? I have a piece of scrap that from you know, cutting the papers, but this piece is going to be on the inside, and this piece is a 1 inch by 3 3/4, and this is going to go on the inside of my card. So I'm just going to put it in there since it's in my hand. This is our basic 8 1/2 by 5 1/2. Scored at 4 1/4, and because it is the shorter, I'm just going to bring it up a little bit right there. Okay, just like that. And then this piece is going to go onto Pretty Peacock. This piece is 3 3/4 by 5, which makes this piece 4 by 5 1/4. All right, so here we are. just like this. Get this on here so I have the same amount all the way around. Nice. These colors are so nice together. Oh my gosh. All right, next thing we're going to do is we're going to take this, and this is actually going to go on here like this. But I want to take my scissors, and I'm going to angle this kind of the same, but not quite as deep, because I want it to, there we go. Okay, all right, just like that. So let's go ahead, I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of adhesive right here so that I can, how far down did it go? Right there. Put that onto here, okay, just like that. And then you're going to have some of this Lost Lagoon. This is an amazing one also that coordinates with this, all these colors. It's so great. I'm going to just kind of do that same thing. I'm going to make it really big, a really big loop here. And so what I want is I want it to come way down here, way up here, and then again, like that, and like that. So a big piece of ribbon here, and let's trim that. Okay, awesome. And that's how that's going to work. Let me grab that tape again. Tape is easy to use like this. Let's see here. Let's bring that like this. So what's going to happen is this piece is going to kind of go over top here. So I'm just trying to see where I need my tape to go. Kind of right there. Okay. I just want to hold that in place till we can get our piece over top of it like that. Actually, that's a little, I want this closer. That's not what I want. I want this piece over here kind of like a bow. that's what I'm shooting for. I just got this on the wrong side. That's what happened. All right, so there we go. There we go. All right, dimensionals. Gotta have dimensionals. So not super hard, but giving you kind of a different look on a layout. And you guys, these layouts are something that you could use for any designer paper, any sentiments, any punches. Just think about what do you have. But I know that you're going to want this stamp set because it has great sentiments, and you can just do so much with it. Okay, so this is going to kind of go right like that. I'm going to bring this up a little to see if this is what I was shooting for. Actually, I guess I could do that, but I really want this more straight up and down to kind of go with what the I don't want it so angled. That was my deal. Okay, so I just stuck this on the matte glass, which is not good. That's why you still need your silicone mat, because see there, they stuck on my glass. So let me see if I can peel them up without having a mess. Yay, it's coming up. Whew. I thought, oh no, this is going to be a mess on my mat. Okay, well, there's something I learned. It doesn't stick too bad to it sticks, but you can pull it up pretty easy. Okay, so yeah, this looks better. This is more of what I was looking for. Is not as angled. I didn't want it as angled. Okay, all right, so see that? That goes on the front of our card. Okay, and then of course you can add gems. And let's add this here. I think this crumb cake just goes so nice with these colors. I just love it. Okay, what color? Let's see here. Let's use the light. We'll use the lighter. Where's my pick tool? Hello, here you are. All right, let's grab some small ones. I think I want to bring some of that purple on here. So there's that. Let's grab a larger one. come down there. I'm going to come back with a small, and I don't know, let's come right there. How's that? I don't know. That way they don't get lost in the flowers. But there you are. There's card number 4. Are you guys liking the designs so far? Thank you. Honestly, the paper is doing all of the work here for us. Okay, and next is super easy. We're going to bring this in. We're going to do a little bit of a trick. Now this one, I will have, this will be embossed for you. So what I have is, we have 2 pieces of 4 by 5 1/4. One's going to go on the inside of the card. I'm just going to put that in now. Again, basic card, 8.5, 4.5, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. Inside, okay. The outside. First, we're going to have white on the outside as the top, first top layer, just like that, about 1/4 of an inch all the way around, evenly. Almost didn't get it even. There we are. Then this piece is going to go on. Trying to decide. I think I'm going to put it the other way. I'm going to put this. Now, when you put your adhesive, if you're using the seal, and you're using it on embossed cardstock, be careful because it can peel up very easily when you push hard and go fast. So, be aware of that. Okay, so that looks good. That's what I want. Now, what we're going to do here is we're going to go back to this little stamp that says lots of love and hugs. And we're going to use that tape, and we're going to tape off some of these words because I don't want all these words. I'm going to tape off the top section. Okay, whoops, I didn't quite get the little circle. So you guys know how to, instead of using markers, I am using tape, and I'm going to just ink up certain words. There's some words I don't want here. All right, so we're going to tape this one off. I'm going to have to do a little strategic there. Okay, and then the little and sign, I don't want that on here. So here's what I'm doing. So you could use markers, but all I want is lots of love. That is the word that I'm looking. Those are the words I want. We're going to use this strip, which is, I believe, 1/4 of an inch. And the handy dandy mat does have measurements down at the bottom and the side, and I've got it too far. But this is a 1/2 inch strip of white. I have millions of those to work with. And what color do I want? We're going to go with crumb cake. So let's ink this up, the word lots of love. And then the next thing you have to do is pull off this tape. So make sure you're inked up good. Then pull all these pieces of tape off because you don't want that on your card, and it would get yucky on your card if you left it on there. Okay, so all we did is we masked off all the other words because we don't want those words. So lots of love, and I'm gonna angle this. Okay, so there we are. So right there. And voila, that's what we have. Let's ink or clean this off. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. And then all I'm going to do, I'm going to actually angle this. You guys know how I like to do that. And we're going to cut that right straight there. And that's just another scrap now. Thank you for being here, everybody. I see so many of you are still here. These are beautiful cards. Beautiful, beautiful. So what I have are some more of the designer paper, bringing all of this together. This little piece is 2 inches by 2 inches, and this piece is 2 inches by 2 3/4. Okay, so And again, you can use whatever side you want. That would even coordinate that way. That really doesn't seem to coordinate as well. But yeah, this looks really pretty. That way you get all the mixture of the colors. And we're going to put this down onto our front of our card. I'm going to come over to the left. I'm not going to be right in the middle of the card. So let's bring it over here to the left, and just like that. Then this is going to go at the top. And you can overlap it a little bit because you want to make sure that you're not all the way to the top. So I am going to overlap it a little bit, so I'm about the same there, just like that, okay? And then next, we're going to go ahead and we're going to take some of the silver ribbon again, but we're not going to color it this time. And this time I am going to do this little trick where you bring it up and down and you kind of make that Z, okay? And just like that. I'm going to cut it here. I'm going to cut an angle here, just like that, okay? Let me overlap it just a little bit. It's going to give it a little bit of bling on your designer paper. Okay, hang on. All right, just like that. So I'm going to turn it over. I'm going to grab my dimensionals and hold my ribbon down with the dimensionals. There. And let's put one in the middle. Right there. Okay? And then let's put this on the card. I just want you to see that this stamp set is a versatile stamp set. You can use words in different ways. Okay, this guy has to come over here. He got kind of shifted the wrong way. I guess that's what happens when you don't look at it before you pop all those babies on there. All right, I got to take this piece off, and it needs to come over this way a little bit. Now I'm sticking everywhere. I'm sticking myself to everything. Come on, there we go. Okay, come off. There. Whew, I didn't do that very well, did I? Anyway, we're gonna leave it just like that. And you know what? I wanted this piece to be a little bit longer. Doggone it. Anyway, your piece will be long enough because what I wanted is I wanted the white to go from here and then angled to there. Okay. I can't do that. So we're gonna, let me see if I can use my marker. Crumb cake, where are you? Here we are. Yeah, so I want this to look correct. So I'm taking my crumb cake marker and I am going to ink up Lots of Love. Okay. Yeah, we just have to do this again because that is not what I was looking for. All right, let's do that. Okay, it's not quite as dark, but it's okay because I want you to see what I wanted to do here because we're going to put gems there. I want this to be long enough to come over to here, and we're going to put gems and then I'm still going to angle this on this side a little bit. All right, see that, guys? That is what I needed to do. Just like that. So let's pull this off of here, and I'm going to pull this apart. You guys ever do stamp surgery? Okay, I think that's a lost cause. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do this the way that's easiest, which is put some adhesive on the back of your paper. Take your ribbon. Oh my gosh. Okay, what kind of marker is that? It's just our Stampin' Write marker. These are the water-based, the Stampin' Write marker. So I know that the new ones actually are much better than the old ones. I have not invested in all the new markers, So, but my understanding is that they are much better to color on the polymer stamps. Okay, this is an old style because, like I said, I haven't invested in all the new ones. But yeah, this one is the water-based. So the Stampin' Write markers are water-based. Then we have the alcohol markers, which are alcohol based. And what else? I think that's the only kind of markers we have. We have the blender pen, which is just clear. Okay, all right, here we go, guys. Oh, I feel a little better. I'm going to bring this down like that. Gracious me. Okay. You guys do it how you want. If you want to make a bow with your ribbon, you go for it. But here's what we're doing. I want those gems, and I'm going to take 2 little gems, and we are going to take the, I think we're going to go with the light ones. I'm going to take 2 small ones, and we are just going to put those right here, just to make some pretty there. And then how about we go ahead and grab up let's just put some bling over on this side. But I will tell you, I do think that having the background is pretty awesome. It makes it just gives it that little extra. Now, if you wanted to color this the sparkle ribbon, the sheer ribbon, you could also do that. Let's see here. Let's come up here with one. All right, there you go. All right, now you can't see the, yeah, there's the lots of love. It is lighter than the first time I did it with the ink pad, but that's just how it turns out. Okay, thanks for hanging with me on that one, you guys. Gracious. And I think we have one more. This one is not hard either. Well, it has a little trick to it, but besides that, it's a beautiful card. Wait till you end up seeing it. All right, what time do we have? 8:18. Probably 8:30 we'll be done. All right, so here we are. Remember I said you could go different ways with the bookbinding? Well, this is also bookbinding, and this one is going vertical. And this is Lost Lagoon, and this is scored at 3 1/4 and 4 1/4. That's the score that you'll have on this one. All right. So let's go ahead and let's just, for sake of time, let's go ahead and seal this down. That part is done. Okay, so there's that. We are going to use, this ribbon is done, and glue dots over here. We're going to use the For You and this really pretty little sprig. Oh, guess what? I forgot my heart. I had the heart here for the lots of love. That's okay. It's fine how it is. We're going to be using Lost Lagoon and Highland Heather for this card. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead. This one is going to use the other image that's in the hexagon shape. We're going to stamp that in Highland Heather. This is our last card. Thanks, Maria. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate every single one of you being here. All right, so we're going to take this and we are going to stamp that down. Okay, that's Highland Heather. And then what we're going to do next is we're going to take the Highland Heather. Now, there's a little, at the very top, there's a little flower. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring this, I don't know if I can, all I'm going to do is get Highland Heather on the very tip, and I'm going to use the corner of the pad. You guys see what I'm doing here? Just going to ink up that flower, just on the corner, okay? So the top part is, it is Highland Heather. Now, instead of using markers again, I'm using my ink pads and just strategically placing my stamp. So now I'm going to go the opposite way, and in the corner, I'm going to ink up my leaf, and I'm going to do it in little sections so that I'm not messing up my purple flower. Okay, and I'm just tapping this so that I can see I have my leaves inked up. And let's see here, I think I gotta come right here a little bit. I'm just being very careful not to get, I don't know if you can see that. I think, did I get purple off? I don't think I think I'm good. Anyway, I have 2 tones here, and let's stamp that down. This is gonna go vertical. Okay, so this little guy is, it looks like he doesn't have enough ink right there. Okay, this is gonna get stamped over to the left, just like that, and I do not have enough ink on that bottom. Ugh. Oh, I do, but my purple, I must have did my hand in the purple, but look at that, isn't that cute? So there's that, and now we're going to do it the same kind of technique, and we're going to take that tape, we're going to tape off. We're going to use the word for you, okay? So let's tape off the word for. We're going to tape that off first, and I'm going to ink up the word you, okay? And that's going to be in the Highland Heather. Pull that tape off, if I can get a hold of it. There we go. And the you is going to go right there. Okay, and then I'm going to take the tape, and then I'm going to cover up the word you with that same piece of tape. Okay, now I need to ink up the word for, and that's going to go, whoops, oh, did you see? I almost put that tape down there. Whew, trash. The word for, oh, you know what? I should have cleaned that first. Gracious. Okay, I'm going to be safe because I didn't clean that before I did that because the U had ink on it. I'm going to cover that up with tape, and then I'm going to stamp my word for. Okay, there's what you have. So another way to use your stamp, being a little creative and using the masking kind of technique. That's the hardest part of the card, is doing that fun little technique there. So let's go ahead and put our card together, and that is card number 6. So 6 cards. What do you guys think? Do you like them? Wait till you see this one all done. It's so pretty. All right, let's punch this out. Okay, let me get it lined up here. And, okay, I gotta hold the corner because that doesn't work that way. There we go. All right, let's get this punched. I think I got it. Do I got it? There we go. All right, now we can put everything together. Get some space, get this out of the way. I need to clean this stamp before it gets a mess everywhere. Oh, let's see here. Pretty. You guys are awesome. I'm glad that you like them. I really am glad. Okay, so what do you have? This is for the inside. So let's just put that on the inside. Okay. Let's see. Guess what? I need to cut that smaller, just like before. Dang it. Okay, let's see. I've got some space here. So one memento, and I need to cut off about right there. I don't know if I told you guys the size of these pieces. Let's see if I can slide that in there. Yours will be the correct size, okay? I'm just making this work for right now. Yep. I just don't want to take up more time than I have to. So you'll have a white piece that goes on the inside, okay? I will fix that afterwards. So what we're doing is you have strips, okay? And your strips are 5 1/4, and they're all 3/4 of an inch. So what are we doing? We are taking one of the full lavenders, okay? And that's going to fit right here in this section. Okay, right there on this side of the fold, okay? And then the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take one of these, and again, you can put it on whatever side you want. Just make sure you got it right side up. This is going to go over here. Because I'm right-handed, I'm starting this way. I want to do this so that I can see that I'm getting this on here correctly. Okay. Okay. All right, so there's that piece. Now, all you're going to do is you're just going to lay these down right next to each other. So we're kind of making kind of a card with strips. Okay, so that's going to go there. And yes, that is supposed to be purple to purple, okay? And you'll see why in just a second. Now, if you wanted to use this other side, hey, go for it. Whatever works, whatever you like. Okay, so I'm just going to, I guess I'll do it this way. And what I'm going to do, make sure I'm right side up. I'm just going to butt this up to this one. I'm not leaving space in between. I'm just going to butt those up together. Okay, just make sure the top and the bottom are even. That's what you want to do. Now let's go back to the multicolor, multi-flowers instead of just purple. Whoa, hang on. And get that even at the top and put that down there. Okay, just like that. And last, you're going to take your purple. All right. And that one is going to, just like I said, you're going to match that right up, just like that. Okay, so it gives you a little extra spacing color right in there, okay? And then the next thing we're going to do is we are going to use this braided trim again, and this looks so nice with these colors. With this, what do you call it? Crumb cake. Hello. All right, same thing. You're just going to measure, you're just going to put it where you need it to be, and then just cut it off so that it's at the bottom of your designer paper. And we need those mini glue dots again. So you'll need mini glue dots. Those are in my stamper kit too, guys. Mini glue dots, both sizes of the dimensionals, my tape, oh my gosh, my plastic spoon, my silicone mat. Does that sound like your basic stamper kit that you guys have? All right, so this actually, I'm going to take this piece and it's going to go right over here. I just used the other one as my kind of measuring, but that's going to go over on this purple. Shoot. My fingers are sticking. Okay, so that goes right here. And again, I put one in the middle so that it holds it in the middle, right there. Then you're gonna have another piece, and that one is gonna actually go over, I'm looking at my sample here, it's gonna go right here. So let's take that and cut that piece again. And mini glue dots. Thank you guys, I can't thank you enough. I know this is a long video. So many people don't like the long videos, but that's the only way when you're teaching a class like this, when you're far away from me and you can't come to my in-person classes, this is the only way we can spend time together, right? It just takes a little bit of time when you have some awesome cards. What can I say? All right, here we go. And if you're watching the replay, you can just fast forward on some of it, right? Okay, so that's all we're doing. Look at that. It's so pretty. I can't tell you how, I mean, it might not look pretty to you, but it really is. In person, it looks great. All right, move this out of the way. The next thing we're going to do is there's no other ribbon. We're just going to take this beauty and look at that. It just sets this off with the two-tone flower and then you can add your gems all around the card as you like. Okay, so you can decide where do you want this. Do you want it over this way? Do you want it this way? As long as you're on this side of the score, you're good. I think I'm going to come, I don't know. Do I want that? I think I'm going to come right over here. Okay, just like that. Okay. Oh, I think I got it crooked a little bit too. Okay, whatever. But there's a little bit of that berry burst popping out of here, and I'm going to go with the berry burst. So let's bring that in. Let's grab a small one, and let's bring that here. I'm going to get a larger one, and we're going to bring that down here. Let's go ahead and I'm going to put another one there, just like that. I probably should move that apart a little bit. But anyway, there you go. There's card number 6. How do you like that class? I think that's an awesome class. I think this is a beautiful, beautiful class. So let me bring in all of my samples, and so that you can see all the fun. Along with, I've got some other samples to share. I got some swaps, and so I've got some cards to share using the stamp set to show you. So I'm going to move this for the moment, and then we'll just cover these up. We'll cover up the light with the samples, right? Okay, so there's that one. All right, let me grab all the cards that we did here. Okay, 5, card number 5, and card number 4. And card number 3. Let's see here. I don't think I can go any farther. I'll have to come up here. There's card number 5, 4, 3, 2, and card number 1. I think they're pretty awesome, don't you? Do you like the hexagon? Thank you so much. I'm glad you guys liked it. I love the hearts. I appreciate it. Tons and tons. Yeah. So, again, if you have any questions, please let me know. If you want to sign up on my mailing list, go ahead and click that link that's showing up in the comments. And I hope that you decide that you want to create some of these fun ideas and layouts using the lavender paper. And these beautiful butterflies that are in that suite. So you don't have to have the stamp set, the lavender stamp set. Look what you can do with something else, right? Okie dokie. Let me come up here. You love the hexagon punch and stamps. Yeah, Maria, I do too. So I am going to come right up here, and I'm going to say thank you so much for being with me tonight. It was an hour and a half. I'm 4 minutes over, 8:34. So, join me next time. Have a fabulous weekend. If you need anything, I'm here to help. Just let me know. I'm happy to help you guys, okay? Have a blessed rest of your week. All right. Bye-bye.